Welcome to episode 162, 5 Steps to Creating a Style You Love. Think style isn't for you? Think again. The truth is, creating a style you love and a wardrobe you actually want to wear can be easier than you think. If you're ready to create a personal style you love, then these 5 steps will help you get there. But first, is your style in need of a jumpstart? Then I have just the thing for you. Find Your Signature Style is my flagship course, and it is a culmination of everything I have been teaching my clients for 14 years. This course gives you exactly what you need to build the foundation for your style, to build your wardrobe, to learn how to love shopping, and to fall in love with your style. Whether you feel like you don't have a style, you've lost your style, or your style just needs a little bit of a jumpstart, this is exactly the course for you. Designed to give you all the elements you need in 3 simple steps. We make finding your style as easy as 1, 2, 3. Click the link in the show notes or go to findyoursignaturesstyle.com and get ready to rock your style today. Welcome to Style by Michele, a podcast designed to empower you through personal style. I'm your host, Michele Nidifer, a master style coach, founder of Style Finder Boutique, and creator of the StyleID system. I'm here to help you know what to wear, how to wear it, and how to get dressed in 7 minutes or less. Let's go. Hello, beautiful, and welcome back. Today, we're talking about creating a style that you love. Now, do you think you can't have a style that you love? Because I've been talking a lot lately about loving your style and seeing yourself as stylish. And I hope you've been using these tips because these are all meant to be woven together to really help you just master your style, feel good about yourself. I want you to feel amazing and beautiful in your own style and confident. So if you ever look at your style and think, well, this isn't where I want my style to be, then I encourage you to go listen to the podcast called The Cycle of Style. It is a great podcast and talks really about the breakdown. I think if you are in a rut, and we all get in ruts from time to time, even me, I'm human. I'm right there with you, ladies. But we all get in ruts from time to time. But I look at ruts as an invitation to reinvent, an invitation to what's next. And so if you're at a point where you're wanting to reinvent, I like to think that every year we reinvent our style. I really reassess my style at the beginning of every year. But then every season is an opportunity to reinvent. And I do dress very differently in fall and winter than I do in spring and summer. Spring and summer, I lean more into my romantic side. I'm a little bit more boho, but fall and winter, I lean more into my dramatic side. I'm a little bit more dramatic, more layers, more boots. Not that I don't ever have that boho edge, and it's not always even about boho, but it's just that I feel that I'm leaning more into my masculine side, which is the dramatic, than I am into my feminine side. Not always, but it's a balance. Some days my dramatic side is 80%, my 20% is romantic, and some days romantic is 80% and my dramatic is the 20%. So, and that's how our style is. It's never going to be the same unless you have a uniform, unless you wear pretty much the same thing every single day. So, but that's totally up to you. And that's what style is meant to do. It's meant to help us express who we are, express how we feel about ourselves, express how we want to show up in the world. And when you create a style that you love, I like to think that first of all, you're dressing for yourself, which can boost your confidence, but it helps the world to know who you are. What you wear tells the world who you are. And when you show up in an intentional way, a powerful way, a meaningful way, it's magical. And I've talked about this so many times, but I've seen it over and over and over. I had a client that came into the boutique recently, a friend, and she had not been shopping in probably 15 years. And She was wearing clothes that she told me, beautiful woman, so sweet, love her. And she has been wearing clothes that were gifted to her from her sister or her mother, or she had a couple of friends try to take her shopping. But when you have a friend take you shopping, it's very different from working with a style coach who can guide you. Oftentimes, friends, as well-meaning as they are, will project their sense of style onto you. And they don't really know that there are different styles. They don't really know that, well, their coloring might be different, or they don't really know to pay attention to that oftentimes. And it can be really challenging if you're shopping with a friend to end up with something that's really right for you. In fact, I've seen the opposite be true so many times, and I've been called in to fix the aftermath. But oftentimes, if you shop with somebody who is not a style coach or stylist or isn't an expert, they will put their style on you. And I've heard clients tell me, well, I felt like she was much more stylish than I was, so I should dress like her. Don't ever feel that way. Don't ever compare your style, because your style is different. And I think that's the beauty of, when I work with my clients privately, I have our full Style Finder ID assessment. Now, I am starting to take on some private clients for one-on-one high-level packages. Whether you're an executive, whether you're a professional, you want help with your branding, whether you're an entrepreneur, I'm starting to help my clients. I've been doing this for years, but I kind of took a break, but I'm really starting to step back into it. And it's been powerful to see what can happen. But with this, that's when I use my full Style Finder ID system. And that is what it helps you uncover what your full style truly is. Mine is dramatic, romantic, and classic. And when I see all those pieces and parts, it helps me to know what exactly is true for me. What exactly is really, I tie it into my branding too. And it's been really powerful. I'm going to do an episode on that in the coming months, but it's been really powerful to see how the correlation between my personal style and how I show up in business and my branding and what I talk about and the way I talk about things and what I say in my reels and how I show up on camera, how it all comes together. It all comes together. And it's just amazing to me. So, but when you take our course, How to Find Your Signature Style, you do take our Style ID quiz, which is our mini quiz. It's a mini version of the Style Finder ID assessment. And it gives you your style, one word, one Style ID word. And just that one word can set you on a path to a whole new you, to really understanding, well, okay, if this is my style and I've been trying to wear this, now I understand why that doesn't work. Sometimes knowing what's not right for you helps you to know what is right for you. Process of elimination. And so for number one, to create a style you love, my first step, think about what you like and what makes you feel confident. Now, when you know this, when you know what you like, you know what makes you feel confident, then it can really set you on a path. But if you don't have any idea, then I have some tools for you. And knowing you starts, in my opinion, with knowing what your style is. What's your Style ID? So if you haven't taken How to Find Your Signature Style, this is a great opportunity to do that. Take our style quiz, find out your one word, and start that journey. But there's some other ways as well, some other tools. You can create a style statement. What would you like your style to be? If anything is an option, which I know that can be a little overwhelming, that's why our Style ID, that's why having your Style ID word can really kind of narrow your options. And once you know what your word is, then you can say, hey, badass romantic is my style statement. I want to feel a little bit edgy, but I also want to be in touch with my feminine side. Yeah, that's mine. But yours could be anything. It could be timeless elegance or classic. I don't even want to tell you. I'm not going to give you ideas because I want you to come up with your own. And I have whole episodes on this. But when you have a style statement or some words, then it's like your compass. It guides you. And if you're not sure, then what I encourage you to do is start a style vision board whether it's on Pinterest, whether it's flipping through magazines and cutting things out. I love a tactile vision board, but I also love creating one on Pinterest as well. And then I actually have my vision board, not necessarily for my style, but for my life. I have it as my screensaver on my computer. So I'm reminded of it every day. And I should print out a copy of it too. But when you have a style vision board, I love Pinterest because you can get on there and you can start searching. I want to see more white sneakers. I want to see more V-neck sweaters. I want to see more purple. I want to see more edgy women in their 40s. I want to see more, funky handbags. Whatever it is, whatever you want to see, you can find it on Pinterest, and you can create a My Style board, and you can make it private or public. So that's the beauty. It can be just for your eyes only if you want. And you have that as a point of reference. And what begins to unfold as you do that is you'll start to notice, ooh, I really do want to see more stripes. I really do want to wear more layers. I really do want to bring in more color. And you'll start to see what you're attracted to. And then the other tool is finding a style icon. Even if you don't do any of the other things, I encourage you, find a style icon. Whose style would you like to emulate? Now, that's not about copycatting. I always say that, but never ever about copycatting. But it's always about having a style icon, because that can be like a compass as well. Let's say Jennifer Aniston is your style icon, or Oprah, or Kate Middleton, or Amal Clooney. She's a great style icon. And ask yourself, would Amal wear this? Would Kate Middleton wear this? And your lifestyle might be completely different from theirs, which it probably is if you've chosen a celebrity. However, you can take elements from their style: clean, classic, tailored lines, bold colors, rich colors, texture, pattern, signature items such as sunglasses or pearls or a certain type of handbag. You can take clues from their look. And so find a style icon or two or three that you resonate with and ask yourself, what do I love about their style? And how can I bring that in to my style? All right, number 2, I want you to take note of your favorite colors, fabrics, and silhouettes. Now, your style icon might like certain things, but what's right for you? If someone looks great in head to toe black, but you put it on and you look like a corpse, then let's find a different color. If someone looks great in color blocking and you love it, but the colors, the brights just overwhelm you, great. Try that look with pastels or neutrals or medium tones. But when you can personalize this and you know what your favorite colors are, your fabrics are, your silhouettes are, this is going to help you really understand, how do I get pieces that are right for me? Because if you are taking inspiration from a style icon, but you're putting your own spin on it, of course you want it to fit your body. Maybe you're a curvy hourglass and your style icon is a slim rectangle. That's definitely going to be different. Maybe you have a large bust line and your style icon has a small bust line. How things fit you will be very, very different. And when you know what your favorite colors are or your best colors and how to find your signature style, you'll understand 2 to 3 of your best colors, which is a great place to start. You'll discover your new black, and so you have a new go-to neutral. You'll discover some brights, some wow colors, some pop colors, as well as what your body type is and your signature silhouettes. Because knowing what your silhouettes are is going to be key for understanding. It's not just creating a trend. It's not just recreating a trend or somebody else's look. It's interpreting a look for you. And when you can tweak it with your best colors, your best cuts, put your own spin on it, that's where it becomes a style you love. You're not stepping into somebody else's style. You're stepping into your style. You also want to think about fabrics. If your style icon wears a lot of crisp, structured shirts and you like softer, more tactile fabrics, find pieces that are going to work for you. Doesn't mean you don't ever branch out, but if you know in your heart of hearts that certain things are going to make you itchy or uncomfortable or just not fit your body, find ways to adapt it. That will make all the difference. Number 3, go shopping. Actually, I should say go play dress up. My favorite thing to do with my clients is have them play dress up. And this is really where the rubber hits the road. Because when you can see the clothes, it's one thing. I mean, you can get online all day long and create Pinterest boards and create vision boards, but it is not until you put those clothes on your body together that you know, oh my gosh, this is amazing. Or, oh, I don't like that as much as I thought I would. You have to try it on. Now, whether you do an online shopping haul and then you just try everything on at home, or whether you go into a store, you do it however you want to. You could even just do it in your closet. But when you go shopping, you go play dress up. It's not about buying necessarily, but it's about trying things on in a way that help you see, oh, this color looks great on me. Oh, this fabric feels amazing. This cut, oh my gosh, this cut is my silhouette. I had a client not too long ago, and she came in wearing black pants, and she was wearing one of her best colors. And it turned out black was not one of her best colors. And I showed her some other colors, and she was like, I don't like this. But it was not until she tried them on, and I could show her what the effect was on her body. She was like, wow. She and her sister were both stunned because they could see the before and how much even just the black pants were washing her out. And then they could see the after effects where she had on these beautiful caramel colored pants. And the effect was so much different. It was stunning. It was like night and day. But it was not until she put them on her body that we could really see. And then she tried on different tops with different jacket combinations. And it was so much fun to see what those colors did for her. That some lit her up, some washed her out, some we thought we'd like, and when she put them on, we're like, yeah, no, that's not good. And so playing dress up helps you to see what works for you, what works for your body type, and also understand what's going to work for your lifestyle. Number 4, determine your go-to styles and create a capsule wardrobe. I like to think that this is where it all kind of begins, because once you determine your style, then you go shopping, you play dress up, you create a capsule wardrobe. That's what's going to get you started in the right direction. Now, you could create a capsule wardrobe using just what's in your closet, or maybe you go out to a store and you try some things on. Maybe you come to Style Finder. Maybe you do an in-person teal box, or you work with a stylist, or you want to work with me and we can go shopping. Then you create a mini capsule wardrobe. And what that does is that really creates your foundation, knowing your colors, your silhouettes, your style, and then you put it into capsule format. That gives you the foundation to build your wardrobe. And so when you have your foundational wardrobe, this is where so many people get it wrong. In fact, I recorded a podcast recently called The Real Reason You Can't Get Dressed in the Morning. And this is it, because you don't have that foundation. But when you have your foundational colors, your silhouettes, your style, and you build a foundational capsule, that's going to be the basis for building everything else. And if you get that wrong, you blow it. And so when you can work with the style coach to put you on that path, and then that gives you started, it gives you the confidence, it gives you the tools, the skills, the know-how. A lot of our clients have taken How to Find Your Signature Style, and then they've called our stylists to come in and do a teal box, whether virtually or in person at Style Finder, or they've called me to, work together more, to take it deeper, to work one-on-one. Or maybe they've done Find Your Signature Style, and then I talked to the client the other day. She started with Find Your Signature Style, then she had a color analysis, and then she did a teal box. It's like that's where it all came together for her. She said that helped her so much but having that expert guidance to create your foundation, that's really what we're all about. And I think by calling our business Style Finder, that's really what we have come to do, is we help you to find your style and to create that foundation, which so many women don't have. And if you don't have that, you're just throwing more stuff in. You're just hoping it all works. When you throw stuff in your closet and you're like, please work, please let me be able to make an outfit in 10 minutes or less. Once you have a capsule and you've built on that, then you have multiple outfits. You have a lot of looks. One of our favorite things to do is take, 8 or 10 pieces of clothing and create 50 outfits. And sometimes maybe you add in like an extra kimono or an extra scarf or an extra jacket or something. But it's amazing what you can create with just a few pieces of clothing. It's incredible. And I think that so many women don't stop to think about this. But when you have your go-to styles, I need X style of jeans. I need X cut of jacket. My go-to top is this. My go-to neckline is this. Now, some of these might be more of what I call signature items, or they might just be your go-to every day. And your go-to could be your signature silhouettes. When you take our course and you understand what your body type is and what your go-to silhouettes are, hey, I only need a skinny jean. I'm staying away from everything else. Or I only need a full leg jean. I'm staying away from everything else. Or I can rock both a full leg and a boot cut. Or I could do a straight leg and a flare. Whatever it is, but pick a couple. Because if everything's an option, it's overwhelm. And number 5 is experiment with different trends and accessories. Now, trends are a great way to add in some personality to your wardrobe while keeping it fresh. And now is a great time. You can start looking at what the spring trends are. We're going to be sharing more of those here. And if you follow us over on IG at Style by Mary Michele and at Shop Style Finder, we're going to be talking a lot about the trends. And color, whether it's just color is one of the best ways to dip your toe into the trends. If you're not a trendy girl, start with color. Maybe you look at the colors that are hot this season and bring in a couple of colors or a couple of silhouettes. We're heading to New York soon. And actually, while you listen to this, I will be in New York. And we're actually buying for fall, which is crazy. But of course, we're going to be seeing some spring as well. And really, paying attention, honing in on, what's right for spring. What are people wearing? What are people wearing in New York? I'm going to be posting a lot of pictures of street style. I want to see what's going on in New York. In next month, I will be in Paris, which is crazy. I cannot wait. And I'm going to be doing some more behind the scenes, like what are women really wearing on the street in the city? But what I've come to realize is that when I dress for New York or when I dress for Paris, I dress mostly New York, but I dress a lot differently than I do when I'm working from home. Why is that? Well, for one, I'm in a fashion capital. And so I want to up my game. And I also feel like I can, not that I don't feel like I can truly express myself here, but it's not that I can't. It's just that my lifestyle when I'm working from home and I'm walking the dog and I'm running errands, oftentimes I'm more casual, I'm more low key because it just works better for my lifestyle. But sometimes I think that works against me because then I start to feel disconnected. So we went to a Super Bowl party recently and I walked in and everybody had on, leggings and t-shirts and jeans. And I walk in and I've got on my jeans and boots actually I didn't have my boots on because my friend is Asian and she has everybody remove their shoes, which totally cool. Yeah, I always love walking around with no shoes on in the house. But I had on my skinny black jeans and my black, and I wore a black blouse. Honestly, I've been trying to wear some things that I haven't worn in a while, and I had this beautiful black blouse that I got from Style Finder years ago. And it's very simple. It's got a V-neck. It's a pullover, and it's got these long lace cuffs. And I had this peek out from my magenta liquid leather jacket. And then I had this great statement necklace. And I should have taken a picture. I did not. I don't think I took any pictures last night, but I should have taken a picture. And Then I had on my favorite black hat. And was I extra? Yeah, I was extra, but I felt more like me. I felt like myself. I'm like, I'm totally comfortable in this. You're totally comfortable in leggings and a t-shirt, and that's fine. But that if I'm hanging out with friends, like that's not me. If I'm hanging out around the house by myself, cleaning up and doing stuff around the house, sure. But anyway, I digress. But experiment with different trends and accessories. Play around. Sometimes just adding in a new necklace or a new color is what you need to elevate your look. And the other thing I want you to think about is shoes, because shoe styles change, but also if you're changing your pant style, that, my friends, can be a real conundrum. And if you're going from, like for me, and for instance, one thing that I've done recently is I'm not wearing as many skinny jeans. And when I do wear skinny jeans, as in the case of the Super Bowl party, then I wore my big, tall riding boots. And I don't usually wear skinny jeans with sneakers. It just I don't feel like it's the best proportion for me every once in a while. But typically, if I wear straight legs, then I can't wear my boots, my big Western boots or my big riding boots. I'm not going to tuck my straight legs into my boots. That's not a look I've embraced. And I don't really think it looks that good. Certain boots maybe, but not really. And then I can either wear booties that come up underneath the legs, or I can wear a flat, a loafer, a heel, a sneaker. I've been wearing sneakers mostly. But it's finding out what are your signature shoes and your pant cuts, because that's a whole other thing. And I think if you're experimenting with different trends, maybe you've gone from a skinny to more of a straight leg, or maybe you've embraced a boot cut, then your shoes are going to be different. And so that's definitely a way you can experiment. As we go into spring, then you're going to be doing different shoes. Maybe you go from sneakers to, sandals, or from a boot to an open toe shoe. It's a whole different ballgame. And so you need to experiment with those silhouettes, with the colors, with the cuts. What works together now? And it's like a puzzle. It's like a puzzle, right? It's like putting together all the pieces so that they feel right. And sometimes it starts to feel like a moving target. So when in doubt, leave it out. Experiment. Don't be afraid to step into something new, but also don't be afraid to stick with the classics. And then you can always swap out your colors, your patterns, your accessories, your textures. That's a great way to bring in a little update, a little bit of a refresher. All right, so let's go back through those. 5 steps to creating a style you love include: number 1, think about what you like and what makes you feel confident. Number 2, take note of your favorite colors, fabrics, and silhouettes. Number 3, go shopping, or just go play dress up. Try on different pieces and see what fits you and your lifestyle best. Number 4, determine your go-to styles and create a capsule wardrobe. And number 5, experiment with different trends and accessories. Always pay attention to how you feel when you put on an outfit. If it makes you feel good, you know you've created a style you love. So get out there and start playing, start creating, start experimenting, because having a style you love is absolutely worth your time, effort, and energy. And it will pay you back for years to come. Ladies, if we can help you, I would love to have you sign up for How to Find Your Signature Style and get started in the right direction. We will be raising the price of this course at the end of the month. So I want you to get in on that while it's still $47. You can take it anywhere in the US, and be sure and sign up for the VIP upgrade, because that way you get personal access to a style coach. And that style coach would be yours truly. Ladies, if I can help you with anything, I have now opened up some spots on my calendar for Get Acquainted calls. If you'd like to learn more about working together, you want me to personally guide you to finding your style, to cultivating your personal brand, to taking things to the next level, I am here for you. So click the link in the show notes, reach out, let's chat, and I will see you on the next episode. I love you, ladies, and I hope you have a beautiful day. Thanks for tuning in to Style by Mary Michele, where women come to get dressed in 7 minutes or less. If you enjoyed this podcast, I invite you to leave me a 5-star review on iTunes or wherever you're listening. Be sure to follow me on Instagram at Style by Mary Michele and shop our boutique at shopstylefinder.com for the best in upscale casual apparel. Better yet, if you're in the Raleigh area, come see us. We're located in the North Hills Shopping Center, the premier shopping district in Midtown Raleigh. For details and links mentioned in this episode, be sure to see the show notes. Have a beautiful week.